channel. I am so excited about today's video. Before I go into anything, I just want to apologize if there's any background noise and any sounds or any of those things. Please just bear with me. I decided to record my video during the day, and you know how it is during the day, everyone is up and about, so you might be hearing some background noise here and there. I'm also close to a road, so you might be hearing cars moving outside and noise coming from my neighbor. I think they're watching a movie or something, so please bear with me. So today's video is like one of those that I've been wanting to do. I'm going to do like a quick product review, and I'm also going to share with you my shower routine that has proved to have worked for me. You know what, like I've always been that person that just quickly breezes into the shower and comes out. Not that I wouldn't do a thorough job, I would, but I gave it time to actually like find out and do a bit of research, because of late one of the things that I'm very fond of is smelling good. So these are some of the products that I've been using on almost like a daily basis. These are some of the products that I've enjoyed using. Okay, so I'll start with all the Dove products. So currently I'm making use of these 3 Dove products. I am making use of these 3 products. I always make sure that I have a Dove bar soap, any Dove bar soap. This one is the Go Fresh Revive. I also make use of the Dove exfoliating bar soap. It usually has blue on it. It also smells nice. And then I am making use of this Baby Dove Sensitive Skincare Head to Toe Wash. And then any Dove body wash, like for instance this one is invigorating ritual body wash with avocado oil. This is what I currently have, but any Dove body wash that smells good will also do for me. And these are the Nivea products I'm using: the lemongrass and oil body wash and the rose and almond oil. I actually took time to like research that which body washes have like a really long lasting smell or scent after you've taken a shower, and I discovered that the lemongrass and oil Nivea product and the rose and almond oil, and I forgot the other Dove one, but yeah, those were some of the products that always have like a long lasting scent even after you've taken a shower. Then I also came across this pure olive moisturizing liquid soap. I usually use this especially when I decide to exfoliate, so that my skin remains nice and moisty and oiled as well. And I know that most people do not use these products, but I decided to give them a try. This is like this they're called Skin EFX products. I found this in Game. So the ones that really smelled nice for me were the sweet mandarin and lemongrass infusion. This one smells really sweet. And there's another the other one is the Moroccan argan oil and shea butter infusion. This is another one that also smells really nice. I'm someone that easily gets bored, so I don't want to be like using the same body wash that smells the same thing, the same like for like maybe repeatedly. I always want to change. Like today I use something else, and then tomorrow I also use another product, because I just like that, you know. I always like that change. It makes me feel good. I also tried out this Baby Things honey and body wash. And lastly, the other body wash that I make use of is this Nature's Nourishment. It's the vanilla shower gel. This smells really nice. It smells like vanilla, and it's also one of the products that I use. And then lastly, I also make use of wipes. These are not flushable wipes. These are like normal baby wipes. I got this as a pack of 3 from Discount. They were like on a special, but I forgot how much I bought them for. So these are most of the products that I use, and most of them are from Discount, Clicks, but I think most of all of these are from Discam, except for the bar soap, if I'm not mistaken, but most of them are from Discam. Then I also make use of exfoliating gloves and a bath towel and a face towel. So this is how my routine goes. Before I even get into the shower, there's some things that I do. For instance, I make use of wipes. Before I even get into telling you what I use the wipes for, one other thing that I found out is, if you really want to be thorough and clean and smell good and make sure that you have got it all, is before you take a shower, you need to make sure you do what we call number 2. I hope we all know what that is. That is the big business. So every morning you should try and find your pattern. With me, it really works well. I also try and like drink a lot of water before I sleep, or when I wake up early, maybe around 3, I try and drink some warm water. That also helps with flushing out of whatever that needs to be flushed out of your system. That way, when you then take your shower after you have done that big business, you feel more fresh and more clean. Because I don't know if it just happens to me, but you know, at times people really are not really able to like clean properly. So at least if you do it before you take a shower, then chances of you of missing out some, you know, some things that need to be cleaned are very low. So I would urge you guys that before you take a shower, just make sure that you do the big business. You do number 2, if you know what that is. So after you've done your number 2, I then follow up with the wipes. These I use since I'm not going to be in the shower, because I'm not going to do that for personal reasons, but I do have clips of some shoots that I took in the shower, just small clips, nothing, I'm not exposing anything or much, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to say, right? So what I use the wipes for is, I use one wipe to make sure that I wipe my feminine area, you know, downstairs. It's always the exterior. I never put the wipe inside. The wipes are baby wipes. Most of them do not have any strong chemicals or any strong things that you might not want to go down there, because that's a very, very, very sensitive area. So you preferably use something that is gentle, something that is meant for babies. That's what I do. And these are the baby wipes for gentle care, right? I take one of the wipes and I wipe down there. Fortunately for me, I found this candle stand, and it kind of has like it might give you a visual of what I'm trying to illustrate right now. I'm not sure how clear it is. So I make sure I wipe all this area with a wipe, and the outer part of the area, never inside. I take my time. I mean, it is my body after all. I explore. I make sure I do not miss out on anything. Wipe everything off that can be wiped off, because once you're in the shower, it's really difficult to make sure that you reach some places, especially down there. So the places that you can wipe with, the exterior places, I use a wipe. You wipe them off and everything. And you have to make sure that when you're wiping, you do not go all the way back, because your back part has bacteria and everything that you never want to come on the front part of you, even after you've done the big business. It is, I don't know if this is common knowledge, but you never wipe going in front. You always have to wipe going backwards, because you do not want all the junk at the back to come in front. So I use a wipe, and I wipe everything, all the exterior. I never put it inside. You just wipe all the exterior, all the you flip things that need to be flipped, and you wipe. Then when I'm certain that I've done a good job, I take another wipe. Then I wipe the back part. Alright, you would find that many times, as much as you've used toilet paper, you might probably have missed some areas, and so the wipe just comes in and it does justice. So I just use my wipe, and I wipe everything. And I think for it to be more what can I say, for you to reach parts that you might have missed. It's more to make the parts more accessible, your back parts that is. Preferably you might want to crouch a bit, or maybe make your legs apart a bit and crouch a bit, so that you can expose more areas and make more areas more accessible. And make sure you wipe from the front going to the back. Like, you do not wipe in a motion whereby you have to be going in front. You should always be front to back, making sure you do not touch all the way to the front. It has to always be at the back, and always be at the back, and you wipe until you're certain that, like, once you, like, the moment you start seeing that no more dirt is coming out, then trust me, you have done a good job. Because most of the time, if you just get into the shower and shower without having done that, there are high chances that you might miss out on cleaning those parts, right? So once all that is done, I hop into the shower, and I usually start with just pouring warm water all over myself. I soak myself in warm water. Like, I just allow the water to just hit me, and then once I feel like I've have enough water, I've rinsed myself with just water, I take my bath towel and I make it wet. Like, I make sure that it's wet, and then I usually start with any one of these, the EFX skin body washes, or any the baby things body wash, right? Or the nature's nourishment products, right? These are very cheap so to say, but they are actually very good products that will leave your skin nice and moist. So I make my towel wet, and then I put some of this, like a very generous amount, and I rub it onto the towel and make sure that it's nice and soaky, and the soap is evenly distributed. I'll also attach to this maybe a clip in the shower so that you can see how the towel looks. And then once the towel is nice and soaky and there's enough soap on it, I rub it all over my body. I clean everywhere, always starting from the top and going down. I wash my under my armpits, and because you know these are the areas that usually discolor, so you want to make sure you remove all that cologne, all that everything that you've put on your under armpits. That helps to avoid discoloring of your under armpits. Wash it generously. Wash all the other side, wash your neck, wash behind your ears, wash underneath this area, especially if you're a woman. You sweat a lot, sweat comes at times, it comes down and just kind of, you know, lingers here. You wash all that part, and then I wash all of my body. And do not forget to wash your feet, under your feet, and between your toes. And I've just realized right now that I forgot to show you one of the things that I make use of at times, which is the stone. I occasionally use it under my feet, like on my sole of my feet, and anywhere under my feet, to just exfoliate whatever dirt. Especially in summer, you'd find that you might start having cracks under your feet, especially if you wear sandals and all. So once I've done that, I've washed, and I'm all nice and soapy, my skin is leathered. I hop into the shower and I rinse everything off. I rinse it off, I rinse it off, I rinse it off, make sure all the soap is off. I rinse the towel as well, and then once all that is off again, I make sure it's wet as well, and then I can take another second. I can either go for the baby things, since maybe I would have started the EFX, put another generous amount, do the same thing over again, and then rinse again. And then once that is done, I'll choose any one of these smell good products to do the finishing, right? So I can either, depending on the mood, it will determine which product I'll go for. But in the evening, usually when I take my evening showers, I usually want to go with the lemongrass, because it's got like this soothing scent that I love so much, especially in the evening. And during the day, since I want to be like really smelling nice, I can either go for the Dove invigorating ritual body wash, or this rose and almond oil. So this is the one that I use. Pour a generous amount on my wet towel, make sure that the towel is drenched in it, and then I do one last wash all over. Do the same thing, and then I rinse. And then when I'm done with all that, I'll wash off all the soap and make sure that the towel is clean, it doesn't have soap on it. And then I take my Baby Dove sensitive skin product. I put a generous amount of it, doesn't have to be that much. So this is the product that I then use to wash in between my legs. I think Teddy will be the best illustration in this case, right? So I'll then use it, not sure if it is clear. Oh, it is clear, to wash just between where your thigh joins with your body. I wash the with the soap and all around, making sure the stuff doesn't get anywhere inside, because we all know that our feminine part is very sensitive. I avoid using those vaginal douche things, because I've noticed that those things, I'm actually very sensitive to them. But this Dove product has proved to work for me. But I don't put it inside, it's just for washing around the area to make sure that at least some soap gets there, and I've noticed that I do not react to it. And once I'm done, I use the same towel to then wash the back part. Make sure you put the towel in between, crouch a bit, make your legs apart, crouch a bit, and I wash in using backward motions, making sure you do not make the towel to go all the way in front, just to wash the necessary back part. And then once I'm set, you can do that as many times as you want to. Just don't be too rough, because the skin there is also sensitive. And then once I'm done, I rinse all of that, rinse myself, and then I'll be done. And then lastly, okay, fine, I'll wash my face with the first towel, but I'm not going to get into the details because like my face is like a whole different routine that is different from the body that I usually do before I also get into the shower. And I also forgot, not forgot exact, I do not always exfoliate all the time. I maybe try to exfoliate twice a week because that's what works for me. And when I exfoliate, that's when I use the Dove bar soap. This has proved to be very effective. I make sure the gloves are nice, wet and drenchy with water, and then I rub a generous amount of the Dove bar soap, and then I exfoliate. I do like make sure I rub my under armpits, everywhere, like the whole body. I use my exfoliation, my exfoliating gloves, and making sure I pay attention to things like here. I forgot, I think it's the elbow. Make sure I pay attention to the elbow, because I think if you have noticed, most people have like a discoloring of the skin here and here. So I also pay attention to those parts, and this part, the under armpits and the knees, in between the toes and all those areas. I exfoliate. So that is something that I do maybe once or twice in a week. And once I've done that, then I can also then get into my normal bath routine. So this has proved to be very effective. And every time that I exfoliate, right, instead of ending with just these products, I've tried to also incorporate this moisturizing liquid soap. This is pure olive oil. I've noticed that it helps the skin to remain very moisturized, and it has worked. It has given me good results. And I've noticed that there's such a huge change in my skin, and trust me, this is like a really good formula to smelling good. It's not just about pouring deodorant and fragrances. You need to make sure that the foundation that you've laid is proper, that you've showered properly and everything is clean, and then you can then always apply all those products, all those body lotions and everything, and you definitely smell good. And when you smell good, you feel good. So I hope this was useful. And one other last thing that I almost forgot is, after you've taken your shower, you have to make sure you dry properly. Do not leave moist on your body. You just dry up properly, especially areas like between the back area. These parts need to be dried up properly, and this part. And I always want to try and use like a clean towel. That's why it's always advised to have as many drying towels as you can, so that you won't be using the same towel over and over again for a very long time. And then you have to make sure that immediately you use lotion to moisturize your body. I wasn't going to get into that, but I think it's important. Of late, I've been using the cocoa butter daily skin therapy. This has proved to work for my skin. It keeps the skin nice and moisty, especially if you've got dry skin, and it also smells nice, which is also adds to your smelling good purpose that you'll be trying to achieve. And I also found this earthbound lotion from Edgar's. It has really nice burst notes like vanilla, which really smells nice. It's also one of the lotions that I use. So you have to make sure that immediately after finish showering, you just moisturize your body, you lotion up, and you feel good, and you have a good day, and you'll be confident. And there is nothing as nice and as boosting as receiving comments like you're smelling good. Trust me, every woman needs that, or every man needs that. So I hope this will be useful to you. If you've got any suggestions, please comment on below. And the other thing that I wanted to say is that this video is not sponsored. All these products are products that I bought myself, but I thought this might be information that might be useful to you, and I should just put it out there. So thank you for watching till all the way to the end of the video, and do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and click on the notification button. See you on my next video. Bye.